Nice windy day in here. Why? Hearing. Nice windy day here in Hearing. I forgot to add to that just spontaneous wake up idea about our situation here. I said it before, or described it before, outside of that sort of idea, that Jesus, to me, feels a bit like an IT guy. Like he came to this place to tell us something was wrong, or something had gone wrong, and here's how you get out of this situation. It wasn't meant to be this way. There's something wrong. I mean, that's basically what was going on, right? And if you follow what I tell you, you could get out of here. I mean, that has a lot. I should have added that to it, because that's what it feels like. And like the system being the thing I was explaining before, like that's the whatever it is, the test thing. Him as the son came down to tell us that it was messed up and it wasn't supposed to be like this. Now, you know, I don't know about the whole commandment thing, like you and like many of you, I'm skeptical about that whole thing, or anything that's written, because it's like, you know, it's written by man. You know, I don't know if again, like, I don't fucking know King James. I don't trust him. But, yeah, I wish I'd added that to it, because I feel like that's kind of what happened with him. Like, he came down as a son of, who would be like our sibling, I guess, in a way. Not in a way, it would be. To say, hey, this isn't how it was supposed to be here. Follow my instruction, and you have a good chance of getting out of here. And it's true. You know, you avoid those things that will keep you tied to sin and make you more of a useful puppet to them, you know, or make you less of a node. You know what I mean? In a keeping with the IT theme there. It probably would be like sacrilegious to some people, but I'm not really worried about that. Religion is a concept of man, and you know, I am one of those people that feel like it's a way to corral the would-be pious into a different pen of control. Like, so you're interested in the hereafter or possible divinity? Well, let me tell you about it. Hold on, let me finish molesting a couple kids, and I'll be right over there. You know, that's really, and all religions are talking about the same thing. And even if they started out with good intention, they've been corrupted by men and the system that we live in. But like the Catholic Church, come on, I mean, take a look at Rome. Look around that place. Look at the Pope's like throne room he has there. Look what's behind him. It's supposed to be the idea, or the sculpture is supposed to be Jesus emerging from nuclear fire, which is kind of sus as it is. Like, what are you talking about? But when you look at it, it's a bunch of monsters. It's a monster and a bunch of other monsters. And if you pan far enough back on the throne room, which is what it is, it's the head of a snake. The windows make the eyes. It's all there. I remember years before any of this stuff started clicking with me, a friend of mine went to Rome and visited the Vatican, and she brought back, well, she didn't bring back anything, she took a bunch of pictures there, and the pictures there of what's inside the Vatican, it looked like stuff that would be inside Castle Grayskull, like legit Castle Grayskull shit, like these orbs with demon faces around them, and these statues of guys in robes putting little kids in their robes. Really creepy, sus shit. And the whole place has this strange kind of icky, dark, looks like goo. That it's, you can't really see it. You more kind of feel it, if that makes any sense. It's that place between the mind and eyesight that I always talk about. I don't know if that makes it any clearer. I don't think it does, but it's just an evil fucking place. And I've never looked into too far into any of the other major world religions. I don't know if their leaders also have a throne room with monsters in it, but I know Catholics, Christianity, they do. And it's just like on its face, like even if you didn't understand anything about this stuff, you could still look at it and be like, well, that seems a bit weird. Like, why does he have monsters in his throne room? And he's supposed to be the Pope? I mean, that's, you know, I think most people are kind of hip to that already. But it blasphemes itself, you know what I mean? So I don't really worry about the blasphemy up too much with any of this. But that's very much what it feels like. Going with the idea yesterday of the fact that there's some kind of thing here that had an opposing force that was supposed to be a challenge, but not supposed to damn you to. I mean, some people have gone through their whole lives. They don't have a chance. They don't have a chance of breaking out of this. Everything's weaponized against you. And I think the only reason we're realizing now could be a couple things. Astrologically, which I don't know a lot about astrology. It's the end of an age and the end of a cycle. May or may not have something to do with it. But I think they've been running this game too long. The bad guys, for lack of a better term. Well, no, that's fitting. They're just fucking bad guys. Fuck them. So, yeah. Jesus was God's way of like, well, this place is already set up. I don't think he ever intended it to go the way it did. You know, that's why people are always like, well, why does he allow these kind of things? And then there's the whole thing, well, if he's all powerful, why doesn't he just change it? I don't know. I have no fucking idea. But I think my idea goes a little bit of a way to explaining why it is the way it is. I don't think he intended for his own guys to turn on him. You know? It ended up being a big deal that a whole religion was based on it. You know? So Jesus is an IT guy. That would explain the miracles. Because if you understand what you are and how things work and how you work within, you yourself can also do miracles, or what would appear to be miracles. You know, we've already discussed this here and talked about things, and I've tried experiments on stuff that were successful. It's just a lot of levels of programming you're stuck under. I mean, you have a lifetime of MK Ultra shit being done in your head. You not only have to believe that you are a certain thing that is capable of these things, but you have to believe it was always that way. It's a different level of belief. You don't have to just believe you can do it. You have to believe there was never a time when you couldn't do it. That's the hard bit, you know? So I just wanted to add that addendum. Added addendum. My fucking leg's killing me. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.